Osiris, the god of the afterlife, resurrection, and fertility. Osiris was one of the most important gods in ancient Egyptian mythology. He was the ruler of the underworld and symbolized death, rebirth, and renewal. His myth played a central role in Egyptian religious beliefs about the afterlife. Key aspects of Osiris. King of the underworld, Osiris ruled the Duat underworld, where he judged the souls of the dead in the Hall of Mat. The deceased had to pass the weighing of the heart ceremony, where their heart was weighed against the feather of truth. If it was lighter than the feather, they were allowed into the afterlife. God of resurrection and fertility, Osiris represented life after death, the cycles of nature, and the annual flooding of the Nile, which brought fertility to the land. Depiction: he was usually shown as a mummified figure with green or black skin symbolizing rebirth and fertility, wearing a white crown with ostrich feathers, and holding a crook and flail, symbols of kingship and power. The myth of Osiris, death and resurrection. One of the most famous Egyptian myths tells the story of Osiris's betrayal and resurrection. 1. Murder by Set. Osiris was a just ruler of Egypt, but his jealous brother, Set, tricked him into lying inside a beautifully decorated chest, which Set then sealed and threw into the Nile. 2. Isis's search. Osiris's wife, Isis, searched tirelessly for his body. She eventually found it in Byblos, hidden inside a tree that had been used as a pillar in a foreign king's palace. 3. Second betrayal. Set discovered the body, cut it into 14 pieces, and scattered them across Egypt. For reassembly and resurrection, Isis, with the help of her sister Nephthys, Thoth, and Anubis, gathered the pieces of Osiris and performed the first mummification. Isis magically conceived their son, Horus, before Osiris permanently became ruler of the underworld. 5. Horus's revenge. When Horus grew up, he avenged his father by defeating Set, reclaiming the throne of Egypt. Worship and legacy. Osiris was widely worshipped, especially in Abydos, his primary cult center. Pharaohs identified with Osiris in death, believing they would be resurrected like him. His myths influenced later religious traditions and concepts of resurrection, judgment, and the afterlife. Osiris's story represents the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth, making him one of the most enduring figures in Egyptian mythology.